Hey, it looks like our happiness was short-lived. We were happy, we were relieved that Kamogelo Baukudi's suspects were arrested, but it seems like we are wrong. Kamogelo Baukudi was kidnapped. 5 suspects were arrested. Now they are all free. According to Newsroom Africa, the NPA says there's insufficient evidence. Let's break it down all the way and see and educate each other while we are at it. So Kamogelo was kidnapped in broad daylight and found alive after 22 days. When the SAPS swapped in, they arrested 5 suspects on the spot. Social media was celebrating. We all thought justice was coming. And boy, we were all wrong. But now it's chaos. According to News Africa, the NPA has dropped the case against all 5, saying there is insufficient evidence linking them to the crime. Hey, I know. We were celebrating, we were happy, but things have changed. So now let us see and get teachable moments about the whole thing. So let's break it down. When the police arrest you, it doesn't mean that you are guilty. It means you're a suspect and that the case is being built. From that moment, the clock starts ticking. So in South Africa, police have 48 hours to do the following: to open a docket, to collect evidence, and to submit the docket to the NPA, which is the National Prosecuting Authority. So now here's the catch. The NPA only takes you to court if there's enough admissible evidence to justify the charge. So if the NPA reads the docket and says, nah, this is not strong enough, then they send it back and the suspect will be released. That's how it works. There's nothing that we can do. So people are asking, why did they arrest the suspects if they're going to let them go? Didn't they have enough evidence already? Are police pressurized because the public wants answers and wants arrest? What is going on? So now, why did the police arrest them? SAPS can make provisional arrests based on suspicion, tip-offs, and evidence alone that won't win in court. If evidence can't be verified, if witness statements fall apart and forensics aren't backed up, then the NPA has no case to stand on. So the 5 arrested Friday were held just for the weekend and now they've been released. Yeah, I know. We wanted someone to be arrested. We wanted to see them. And because they showed us the place where Baukudi was kept. And I'm asking myself, why did they go back there and show them that this is where he was kept? And the next thing, we're being told that they've been released. It doesn't make sense. I don't know if it makes sense to you. Because now, I don't know. It's law. That's how it works. There's nothing that we can do. So after the weekend, they were inside, and now the 48 hours have expired, so they have to let them go. So let us talk about the one suspect that remains, the police surgeon. He has appeared in court today, and he's the only one now in custody. He's a 42-year-old Sergeant Philemon Adons from the anti-gang unit. Why him? Because the state-issued police vehicle have AVLs. And what are AVLs? If you are not familiar with it, an AVL, it's a tracking system. It's the GPS that the state uses. So it placed him on Ferina Road at the scene of Kamogelo's abduction. Now he claims that he was following someone and who thought he was a suspect but never stopped. And he says he doesn't know Kamogelo and who he is. But the state says the AVL evidence puts him right there with a stopped logged. So he can't deny that, because now he'll be telling us that he was not the one who was driving the car. So what is the teachable moment that we find here is that an AVL is a automatic vehicle location. It's like a digital diary for police cars. It logs every movement, every stop, every second the car idles, and all the timestamps are backed up by the GPS. So if a police officer says, I didn't stop, but the AVL shows otherwise, then that's hard evidence. It's digital evidence. His bail application is continuing this Thursday, and the state is opposing it, saying their case is strong. So when it comes to the 42-year-old policeman, the state, the NPA saw that they've got enough and they took it to court. But with the 5 suspects, they didn't have enough evidence and they've released them. So they were only kept for 48 hours and now they're gone home. So that is how it works. And we are learning, we've always had questions on why is this person on the street? Wasn't this person arrested? So if there's suspicion and all of these other things, you can be arrested, but they can't keep you for more than 48 hours without any evidence that will take you to court. So I guess today we understand how it works. And let us also ask the bigger questions. Let's be honest, were these 5 suspects just rounded up to look like it's a quick progress because 22 days already had passed? Was the arrest premature? And why didn't SAPS or the NPA communicate this properly over the weekend? And why is the AVL evidence only being used against one person while the rest walks? So we can't celebrate Kamogelo's safe return, and ignore the system failures around him. This is not the first time we've heard that the NPA has just failed the public or South Africa. Well, there are human mistakes happen, but it's happening too often, and it's kind of irritating. So people are asking questions, and we want to know why arrest someone if you don't have enough evidence. And now, here's the last teachable moment. Why does the NPA drop cases? Because this is where people get it twisted. They think arrest equals justice. No, babes, it doesn't work like that. When you're arrested, it doesn't automatically say justice. The NPA will only go to court when evidence is clear, lawful, and is usable. There's reasonable prospect of conviction. The arrest wasn't based on just a hunch. They don't want to weak weak cases to court that collapse in front of the judge. You take something and then when you get there, the judge says, why is this here? So it's frustrating. Yes, it is. But it's also a safeguard to make sure people aren't jailed because of just vibes and rumors. We'll be waiting on Thursday to hear what happens on the bail application of the 42-year-old police officer. And do you think the NPA did the right thing? Should these 5 who were arrested, should they have been arrested from the first place? Is Sergeant Adons a lone wolf? Or he's part of something bigger that we don't know of? So drop your comments, like, share, and hit that notification button. If you've been watching my videos but you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And we'll be back on Thursday with the latest updates, or maybe they will make more arrests. We don't know. So Kamogelo is safe. We thank God for that. But the truth is, we have things that are missing. The puzzle is not complete, and it needs to be complete. With that being said, see you on the next one. Ciao.